Alright guys, so today we're taking it back to when I was 11, something no 11-year-old should probably ever see in their life. Because, well, it would just frankly scare the shit out of them. It did scare the shit out of me at the time, but I guess I got pretty lucky in this situation. But I'm going to jump right into it, because it's just one of those videos. Can't really introduce it, it's just fucked up. I hope you guys enjoy this. You guys seem to always enjoy the really fucked up stories. So, anyway, here we go. So like I said, take it back to 11, young Austin, living his life, day by day. Making a killing, just hustling. I'm just fucking kidding, but seriously, all I was doing back then was pretty much what I still do now to this day, which is like hanging out with friends as much as I could and playing video games and stuff, which is pretty, I guess, normal for a nerd. But anyway, I was hanging out with some friends one night. They ended up leaving at 9:30, and I was just kind of sitting there, and I had to be home alone because my mom was like, hey, Austin, I'm gonna run out of the house, grab groceries really fast. I'll be back in 20 minutes. Like, we live pretty close to a grocery store, so she was gonna be back really soon, so it wasn't a big deal. Plus, you know, even though I was like 11, I could easily handle myself. And I know there's gonna be that comment at the top, like, dude, what fucking family were you raised in? Who goes grocery shopping at almost 10? Like, seriously, your mom went at 10 to go fucking grocery shopping? Well, my mom's weird, and I agree with this. Going grocery shopping late at night's so smart, because you just dodge every fucking person. Like, if you go there at like 4 p.m., there's gonna be a shit ton of people there doing the same thing as you. But if you go at like 10 to like midnight, it's literally fucking dead. No one's there. It's just you. It's awesome. I mean, obviously, unless it's not 24 hours, but ours is. But anyway, yeah, she went. I had like literally 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes to myself, right? So I'm just sitting there watching TV, and I start hearing banging at the front door. And whenever my mom would forget something, she still does it to this day, she'd just drive home really quick, leave her keys in the car, run up to the door, and bang on it for us to open it for her so she could get whatever she forgot. So I thought it's my mom, right? I walk up to the door, and I've always done this since I was a kid. It's just always been a habit of mine. I always look out the window first to see who it was, just to make sure it's not somebody I've never seen before. You know, that way I wouldn't open the door. But if it is someone I've seen, then obviously I'll open it for him. But anyway, I looked, and it's just some fucking girl with, like, her arms, like, pretty much her arms are up, her hands are over her face, and she's leaning against my front door. And I'm like, okay, that isn't my mom. That's some random fucking lady. I'm not opening the door. Now, obviously, 11-year-old little Austin didn't think like that when I saw this. I actually was more like, oh, that's not my mom. I'm shutting the light off. So I shut the kitchen light off, and I ran into the other room and sat in there for a sec. And I was just thinking, like, who the hell is this girl? Like, why is she outside my door, just pounding on my door? And it wasn't any light knocks. Like, she just kept banging on the door. And finally, I was like, am I going to have to call 911? And then I thought, wait, the phone's in the kitchen, and if I have to go there to get it and use it, the kitchen window's right there, and that's where my front door is right next to. So she'd be able to look right through the window and see me using the phone, and that would not be good. So I just cracked my blinds open, and I'm trying to, like, look at the porch, like, with a weird angle. I could just barely see her foot. And then I see her get more close into vision as she walks away from my front door and is just sitting on my porch. And this motherfucker literally takes her hands and, like, cups them around my kitchen window and puts her face up to the glass and starts just staring into my house, right? And I was like, dude, is she having some sort of problem? Like, do I need to really go answer this while I'm home alone? Like, I'm freaked out. I don't want to answer her because I'm scared she's going to fuck with me. But at the same time, I'm like, what if she's having an emergency? But then she did something that just freaked me the fuck out and gave me the signal that not an emergency at all. She takes her hands and starts trying to fucking pry my kitchen window open. Like, straight up, she's literally trying to pry it open. And obviously she's failing because it's locked. So she takes her other hand and starts trying to fucking break it. She's like punching my window, trying to bust it. And when she started doing this, I basically started having a panic attack. I was like, yep, this lady's literally trying to break into my house right now. And then all of a sudden, this is the part where I get lucky. My mom pulls in, the fucking lifesaver. She pulls in with her headlights on, and the lights shine right on top of the porch, and it's right in this lady's face. And my mom rolls down her window, and I could hear her outside. She was like, what are you doing? And the lady turned around, just shrieked this loud-ass fucking ear just blasting scream at her, and then literally ran away into the neighbor's yard and started cutting through people's yards and shit, freaking out. And my mom didn't get out of her car to chase this girl. She didn't try and call anyone. My mom just literally ran up to the door, unlocked it, saw that I was okay, and then she just basically asked me what happened, and I explained, you know, the crazy lady came up, tried to break into the house. I honestly thought she might have needed help or something because she was having an emergency, but apparently that wasn't it, because when you pulled in, she freaked out, screamed, and ran away, and basically went all crazy on you. And then my mom was like, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Are you sure she didn't break anything outside? I was like, I don't know. And she went outside, checked, everything was good. And that was like the end of the fucked up night. My mom called over a really good friend who's a sheriff, and like he went around looking. Nowhere to be found, so whatever she was in the neighborhood for, she got and then left. But really fucked up crazy stuff, man. Like, some shit that just freaks you out as a kid. It definitely had me, I couldn't sleep that night, that's for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the story tonight. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys have had any fucked up stories that have happened to you, feel free to leave them in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later.